Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with your Piney podcast. New Jersey reports 1,139 new beer virus deaths and 11 deaths. Hospitalizations hit a 3-month high. But the deaths haven't. The deaths have gone up a little tiny bit. Transmission rate is holding steady, around 1. It's a little over 1, but it's still around 1. Stop trying to scare people. You don't need too many. You got plenty of ventilators. You got treatments now. This is ridiculous. We have to open things up. You have to allow other people to go back to work. You know, Trump survived this. You're talking about even at Trump's age, it was a 99% chance he'd survive. 99%. Look, that's not 100%, but you could die of the flu. You could die of the swine flu. You could die of influenza. There's all sorts of things you can get. You can get an infection and die. Get an infection on your hand, cut your finger. You'd be dead in a week. It's all kinds of things that can kill you. And it's worse for the elderly and people with comorbidities. And that's who you have to protect, especially with the beer virus. The main thing about the beer virus, it's very contagious. Okay, so you have to isolate old people, the severely elderly, and the ones with comorbidities. Once you do that, everybody else goes back to their lives while the scientists work on more treatments, more cures, more ways to keep people safe. This is not going to happen. Look, they got a vaccine. I don't know how effective it would be. They say it took 16 years to develop the flu vaccine. It's only 50% effective. It's not 100% effective. Nothing is. These are viruses. They evolve and mutate. Remember science? Remember science? Viruses evolve and mutate. They're living things. And there's millions of them. They just keep, and eventually they mutate. And eventually the vaccine's no good. And you got to keep making more and more and more. It's going to be a few years before we have an effective vaccine. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take it if you're in one of these groups. That's a danger. I'm not discouraging anybody from taking it. I'm saying don't put all your eggs in that basket. Understand that if you have diabetes, a heart condition, you're elderly, you probably should still take precautions even if you get this vaccine. But kids, they're practically immune. They're younger. Okay? Yes, there have been some tragic incidents. We're a country of 328 million people. And we're talking about less than 1% of the population. And then less than that are in any kind of serious danger. Governor Phil Murphy's still in quarantine. Good. I don't know why we have to hear from him. Hopefully he can't do anything else to damage the state. Although I'd love to see him just open it up. Maybe 2 weeks being in his basement will finally get him to conclude, this sucks. Let's open things up. Because restaurants are going to go under. It's getting colder. No one's going to want to eat outside in 30-degree weather in November. No one's going to want to do that. As much as I love sushi, I wouldn't do that. It'll be too cold. What am I supposed to do? Eat in a coat? The whole point of going to a restaurant for me, and I love restaurants, is to relax. Just to relax and have a good time and a good meal and a nice atmosphere. Outside, that's barbecue, okay? That's barbecue. That's certain foods. Certain foods outside, if the weather's nice. I can't eat my sushi outside. I just can't. It's not a place to eat sushi. With the wind, bugs, you know? And you know what eventually will happen is they're going to have these elaborate tents with heaters. It's going to be just like being inside anyway. It's just going to cost the restaurants a fortune to keep going. They're going to have to raise their prices. They probably have. I mean, they're just going to get clobbered. At least raise it to 50%, Murphy. 50% is at least survivable for these guys. They could at least survive. Every other table. That would be more than enough room. Something. You got to cut back. You got to give these people a break. You got to cut the permits or the money they pay every year. The taxes, something. Cut it. You have to get the restaurants to survive. There's too many people going out of business. You're killing the economy here. The election's done, man. Did you see the debate? You were home. It's over. Biden can't win this unless the CIA cheats for him in every state. He's gonna get humiliated in a couple of weeks. Less than 2 weeks. It's over, dude. Speaking of which, girls charged with destroying Trump signs on South Jersey front lawn. Ooh, it's so trendy. I'm going to destroy a Trump sign. Oh, God, they burned it. Hey, don't do that. I mean, it's one thing to do something like that, but you light it on fire, you burn down half of South Jersey, you idiots. Dumb move. Police delivered a stern warning in announcing the incident. Theft and vandalism of this nature are punishable crimes and are infringement of our First Amendment rights. Oh, they haven't caught these girls. I guess they must have. Oh no, they were charged with delinquent acts of trespassing, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief for the damage. Well, that's appropriate. That's appropriate. I mean, they should go to jail. Come on. They are kids. But this is, the parents. I blame you. You should chastise these girls and punish them. Take their phones away. They'll believe me, that's more than enough punishment for a teenage girl. And one more political thing. Governor Murphy to sign long-term care reform legislation on Friday. About time. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it doesn't really say here. Oh, there was a live stream of it. What the hell did he say? I got the wrong thing. Wrong page. All right, I must have missed that one. Everybody. Sorry. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see what he said. No, it was earlier than that. No positive governor's office. Doesn't say what he signed. I knew I didn't see it. Yeah, this is other people in Murphy's senior staff tested positive, so a lot of them got it. Yeah, it's not saying it, so I'm not sure. We'll have to catch up on that. Wokeness has invaded South Jersey. Coaches of a South Jersey football team were suspended for kneeling during the national anthem. Now people are threatening to quit the league. Thanks for ruining football, Black Lives Matter. This is stupid. You shouldn't be teaching these kids this. This is Marxism. This is bad. It's Marxism. The BLM leaders said on video, we are trained Marxists. Okay? Kneeling during the anthem has nothing to do with reforming the cops. You shouldn't encourage this behavior, coaches. Shouldn't be wearing that. But you'll be undoing it down the road. Down the road. Yep. You've taught the kids a very bad lesson here. Football used to be like the most patriotic thing ever. You couldn't... It's half the reason I wouldn't go to a football game. Oh, my God. With the flag waving and over and over again. Now it's the complete opposite. It's ridiculous. But the league will fall apart and then the kids will have nothing. So good for you, dummies. Residents to sound off about boom parties that plague South Jersey. This is still going on. Why isn't the Philadelphia police force shutting this down? Why are you having a meeting? This is still going on. Second time in 3 weeks, a representative from the Philadelphia Police Department will visit the area to discuss boom parties. Why? Go and arrest these people. Fine them. Fine them so much money they have to sell their stupid cars. Look at this dumb car. Look at that. That is stupid. Unbelievable. Yeah, I thought this was the same article, but it's a brand new article on these boom parties. Shut them down. How can you not find them? Just go uh, it, it, at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever time you can shut it down. Go there, drive around, hear the noise, follow the noise, shut them down. Shut them down. Or otherwise, I think every town in South Jersey should sue the city of Philadelphia. Sue the bejeebus out of them. Sue them over this for not doing it. I don't know why isn't this stopped? Why isn't this stopped? Why is he having a meeting? Doesn't even say. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Arrest these people. All right, let's end on some positive notes. M&T Bank commits $30,000 to the Greater Philadelphia Food Bank. So good. That's nice. Look at all the food. Looks like sacks of grain, I guess. And I started reading this article. Sorry. Di Bartolo Bakery of Collingswood opens a bakery in Haddonfield. Yay! This is a double whammy, a double good whammy, because first off, Di Bartolo's is a cool bakery. It's been featured on a bunch of Food Network stuff. They make cakes and biscottis, all kinds of stuff. And they're a feature on Haddon Ave in Collingswood. But now they're going to be in Haddonfield. And I got to say this, for those of you who don't know Haddonfield, the main strip in Haddonfield used to be like the fancy place to go walk in shops. It's kind of gone downhill. They've really kind of let it go. And, you know, they still have some fancy stuff there, but it's been... They let in a chain place open up there, which was unheard of in the past. They would never let some chain restaurant opened up there, and I'm like, what? For like families, like Haddonfield used to be highbrow. It was all highbrow stuff. Now they're kind of like desperate, I guess, to get some renters in there. But Di Bartolo's is highbrow. It's classy, it's nice, and it's local, which I like too. I don't know. Oh, you see, there's a dog head cake. Look at the dog head. Look at the cake. Looks like a dog. Look at it. That's pretty cool. And then it looks like a Halloween cake there. You see they're painting with icing, I assume. No, I don't want to see that. So, yeah. So this is cool. I like it. Good for Di Bartolo's to expand their horizons. I like the Collingswood location, but it's kind of in a bad spot, I think. I think the Haddonfield location probably be in a better spot, more foot traffic. I mean, Di Bartolo one's kind of... I mean, it's in the strip, but it's kind of like far down. I don't know. Every time I've been there, that area doesn't look as busy as areas like closer to Westmont. But maybe that's just the times I've been there. I got to get to Collingswood again and Haddonfield again. I know it's getting colder. I should have went during the summer, but I've been busy. So, hooray for Italian pastries and hooray for South Jersey. This has been the Piney Podcast. Joan and I will see you in the next video.